Hello, everyone. Mike Oplin here, expertcoaching.com. I hope you're well. Coming to you Friday, September 26, 2014. Typically on Fridays, we do a blog post about being a professional coach. Being a basketball coach or being a professional basketball player, being a life coach. Today, I wanted to do a short video post instead of writing a written blog because I think the topic is so important, and I think it makes more sense if there's a video and you don't have to read something all the time. So, um, and today's video post is about being humble and humility, and not just for being a professional basketball player or being a coach, but for anyone, in a job, a relationship, or any position in life. Humility is vitally important. I think sometimes it gets a negative, maybe not a negative connotation, but it's viewed as being weak. Well, if you're humble, then you're not confident. Well, I think that's totally untrue. I think the most humble people in the world are also the most confident people in the world. Um, and being humble is a two-way process. It's about being able. I think first and foremost, it's about being able to receive constructive criticism, um, critiques, coaching, and teaching from other people. As a basketball player, I'm only going to be able to improve as much as I can, but on my own. I can do, I've done a lot of things on my own that I figure out I need to work on, I need to fix. But it really helps when my coach or a coach or my teammates or someone, comes up and says, "Hey, Mike, why don't you try working on this move?" Or, and then the focus becomes less on just what I can do to improve, but I'm actually focused on learning something new, possibly. Maybe my coach tells me something new, like this year already. I've had a few things that he's told me, and things that I never really thought about before. So I'm learning more about the game of basketball, and at the same time, I'm being able to use that information to help me improve as a player. Um, so I think anybody can do that in their life, but you have to be willing and able to let people give you that criticism, that constructive criticism, that critiques, those things that are going to help make you and push you to a higher level of success. If you don't open yourself up to those things, then you're never going to experience that. You're probably just holding yourself back. And there's people out there that don't that don't want to accept that kind of, especially when it's helpful and helpful criticism. They don't want to accept that because I don't know if they're insecure or they just don't like being viewed as not being right, but they have an issue with that. Um, and the second part of that, so I implore you is to allow people to give you their guidance, give you their assistance because it can only benefit you. You know the difference between someone that's just screaming at you and telling you nonsense and someone that's generally trying to help. And the second part of the process is after you receive, you have to give. The focus has to be on, as a basketball coach, what can I do? What can I provide for my players, my kids that are going to help them make them a better basketball player? As a life coach, when someone needs help with a problem, in their life, what can I provide to help them, improve their lives? That's what the website's all about anyway. All this stuff and articles and ebooks and quotes and everything we post. What information can we do to provide to the public that's going to help maybe inspire them, motivate them? It becomes less. In both cases, it becomes less about you and more about how you can help and serve others. And I'm always talking about serving others, and being humble is the ultimate sign of that. So try to incorporate that into your life. Like I just said, humility is ultimately things you begin to think less about yourself and more about other people. And you know, in the same process, you're being helped. You're receiving information from other people and you're helping other people. But in that same process, you're learning more about yourself learning about ways that you can improve, and ultimately that's going to lead you to higher levels of success. I'm convinced of that. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Try to keep it short. Please keep following us here on YouTube, on Facebook, on and obviously on our website at expertcoaching.com. And please leave comments, questions, and we appreciate all your support. Until next time, be grateful, be loving, be happy. Have a great day.